is very proud of welcoming here to our city. The city of Stockholm is an important and long-standing contributor to the week enterprises. And I believe that this beautiful city provides a very good backdrop to the discussions we're going to have throughout the week. We're also very happy to have the Mayor of Stockholm here with us today. So please join me in welcoming the Mayor of Stockholm, Karin Wanngård.
Your Excellencies, Stockholm Water Prize laureates, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you all to Stockholm, my beautiful hometown. Stockholm is, as you are all aware of, a city of water. The city is located on several islands where Lake Mälaren meets the Baltic Sea. A third of the city has green areas. Another third is fresh water. The theme of this year's World Water Week, Water for Sustainable Growth, is something I deeply care about. Good water governance is a precondition for achieving sustained, inclusive, and sustainable growth. Let me elaborate on that. What has for a long time been one of the key factors in the city's policy making, the waterways, have been our connection to the outside world. It's been the basis for the industrialization and growth. And today, the beauty of being a city on water is what attracts many thousands of visitors to our town. We are fortunate in our close relation to water. In Sweden and Stockholm, we have an abundant supply of fresh water, and we do enjoy the result of forward-thinking decision makers in the past who led our town towards sustainable water management. However, we did not always have good water treatment. The city of Stockholm was founded in the 13th century. Since then, it has grown from a small country town to a large metropolis. The water surrounding our city has always been of vital importance to the everyday life in Stockholm. But when the number of inhabitants began to grow, the water quality got worse. Riddarfjärden, the water you see outside the city hall, and the rest of Lake Mälaren was called the Dirty Ditch during the 50s. The water was heavily pulled with wastewater. At that time, you could not swim anywhere in the city. And now, 70 years later, the water is so clean, we even draw our drinking water from Lake Mälaren. It is, in fact, rated amongst the best in the world. Investments in wastewater infrastructure and environmental protection have improved the water and quality of life of our inhabitants. And at a time when the city is growing fast, we need to go on safeguarding the water supply. Therefore, we will continue to invest in resilient water solutions. Our water and the wise decisions of the decision makers is something I'm very proud of. But even now, if we perhaps tend to brag about our water, we still face very serious challenges. There is still a lot to do to improve the ecological and chemical status of lakes and waterways in Stockholm. The Baltic Sea is threatened by extensive over-fertilization. As always, with water resources, the solutions to this, and the only possible way to save the Baltic Sea, is extensive national and international cooperation. The City of Stockholm has taken an active role in the struggle for a sustainable environment for many decades now. Stockholm is a good example of consensus-based policy making. A sustainable environment has been one of the city's top priority for the last 20 years. And we continue to have ambitious goals for the City of Stockholm on the area on environmental concern. Adaptation to climate change is a major focus for Stockholm. To manage climate change, Stockholm has to aim the city planning, the policies, and to make adjustments to the existing city. Since 2014, the city has a new environmental program, a new stormwater management program, and a new action plan for good water status. We have also set an ambitious goal to the City of Stockholm to become fossil fuel-free by 2040. To reach all these goals, the city must excel in all aspects. I have not only set ambitious goals for Stockholm, I also have set clear priorities in the city budget to finance them. Access to clean water is one of the most important international issues when it comes to ensuring sustainable development, peace, and security. Clean water is fundamental from a health perspective, and securing access to all people and a growing population is one of the greatest challenges for the international community. One simple but hard goal should be that every child will grow up with access to clean and safe water. This is a shared responsibility for cities and states across the world. For many of us in the developed world, we take this for granted, but for many others, dirty water is the reality. Technology-driven solutions will not be able to solve all problems. We also have to change our way of life to ensure that future generations can enjoy the clean water and air as we do today. The cities of the world are growing, which is pleasing and at the same time challenging. As cities grow, so do responsibilities. What we do, the policies we choose, are becoming ever more important. Cities represent a large part of our populations, and certainly a large portion of future growth. We have the job growth, the universities, the creative ideas. We also face the biggest emissions, the social problems, housing shortage, the biggest challenges, and the greatest possibilities. Our participation in the struggle for sustainable solutions is key for global success. And that means a growing responsibility, a moral responsibility towards future generations and their ability to live in cities where it's possible to work, live in security, breathe the air, and drink the water. I hope that this week will help the global community to get closer to the goal of a sustainable world. I have high hopes and great expectations. Welcome to Stockholm and the 26th consecutive World Water Week. I wish all of us a very fruitful outcome. Thank you.